There's like one or two where it's like, yes, kill the enemy commander, but that's no fun. You either kill everything or you don't. There's no quite kill like overkill. I say that a lot more than I should.
Yeah, I was gonna say you use that phrase a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, it looks like I am forced to voice.
Indeed you are.
Hello, I hope your day is well.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
Sounds like you problem.
What?
My heart's thumping like crazy.
You have a heart?
I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
I feel like there was something that we should have seen last week that we're missing that we're missing context from.
Yeehaw!
As a
But be
lame
careful that
Yeah.
batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I mean, if you say so.
Don't listen to the rabbit.
Too late.
I can't believe you, Billy. ...
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Oh yeah, that was a
Oh
thing.
well, let's just press on ahead.
That was quick.
Like, oh no.
Oh no, anyway.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily? I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say this is why I hate him so fucking much. He says one line that I agree with, and then he immediately takes 50 steps backward.
Wait, what?
He's like, I'm disappointed in all of you. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. If this was a murder for hope, and like that, you've lost me.
There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires.
We quite literally had that conversation last week.
I see.
Oh shit, we did.
Yeah.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
As much as I enjoy philosophical debates, let's not do that.
Let's not do that again.
It's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure,
he's a prick.
why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Blunt force trauma.
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged.
Okay, blunt force trauma, decapitation. No bisection. Damn. That's a letdown.
He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure.
He was beaten with a blunt.
I'm sorry, I had to make the joke at least once.
Okay. I'm glad that that was conscious.
Yeah.
It was accidental.
It's like, damn, Hunter, man, this blunt ain't shit.
Literally dies.
Okay, that was good. That was fun.
Elevator. Dead battery. I just want to see what they say.
It was a dead battery.
No, it wasn't. There's no way he'd take that much damage just from a dead battery.
I don't know that. Maybe it blew up. Wait, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
When the Samsung phone started exploding.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that like a tablet that was?
So I guess falling.
Oh no, man.
He fell.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died?
You're kidding me.
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure
I guess.
where towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height. To
See,
die from falling.
I mentioned it before, where it's these murders seem very straightforward at first, and then they pull this shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, ah yes, clearly the victim was brutally bludgeoned with a hammer. Nah, dude, he just slipped on a banana peel.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just
I mean,
make
technically not
things
wrong.
up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Well, that's a bit much.
Damn.
Actually, depending on who you ask, it was actually a frozen wasteland. I've said this before.
Oh yeah. If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next.
I think before you solve the mystery, Billy, you need to learn how to kind of speak.
You too!
Yes, but see, I have the excuse of
When the
English not being
elevator
my
is on the
first
1st
language.
floor,
Shoot, you're right.
you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Ignore the fact that I've,
It'd be impossible
you
to
know,
shove off
learned
the
it since I
victim
was
from
like
up there.
3. Totally irrelevant.
How about this?
She's like, what's your
After
excuse,
locking
Bill?
Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I need to make it clear so they understand that Nekomaru fell to his death. Looks like it's all up to me.
When the
Dang,
elevator
let me
is on the
see.
1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th.
Whoops.
God damn it, really?
Okay, I'll just go through.
Oh fuck.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
It'd be impossible to shove off
You
the
good?
victim from up there.
Yeah, you know when you yawn
How about
and like
this?
you kind of open your jaw like hella wide.
After locking
Oh,
Nekomaru inside
yeah,
the elevator,
Yeah, I kind of.
they moved the elevator
I feel
from
like
the
I
4th
sprained
floor to the
my
1st
jaw.
floor and made use of the drop.
Yeah. It's even worse,
Did
because
you forget the elevator has a
your
sensor?
jaw has a lot
As
of
long as there's a moving
nerves.
object inside, the other door
So
won't
the
open.
slightest,
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that
Oh
elevator.
shit, I passed it.
pain on that thing hurts like hell.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
It's so weird.
you can't
just
go through the
open
door on the
your jaw,
4th
like-
floor.
You can open
It'd be
your jaw, like, hella,
impossible to
like,
shove off the victim
like,
from
hella
up there.
hard.
Wait, no.
But
Yeah.
do it some certain way. And you're like, what the fuck?
When the
Yeah,
elevator
do
is on the
certain way your
1st floor,
brain's
you
like,
can't go through the door on the
bro,
4th.
what
It'd
the
be
fuck are you
impossible
doing?
to shove off.
Then, how about this?
Like,
After
no,
locking
no, you can't do
Nekomaru
that.
inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the
No.
drop.
Wait, that would be an agree.
When
Okay,
the
so it's not
elevator is
this
on the
then.
1st
Contact elevator? What is this?
I think
You can't go
it's
through the
from
door on the
Moonraker. I
4th
don't
floor.
fucking know. Sometimes I just hum things.
Hmm.
Well, it's not really humming,
enough.
it's more... But I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
It'd be
Ooh. Cool. Dying. Yes, that was totally directed at Kazuichi.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Then,
Fuck
how about this?
Kazuichi.
After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sense? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Confusion.
When the elevator...
Wait, maybe it's this?
You can't go through the door in the 4th?
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru
try
inside
this.
the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th
Oh,
floor
come
to
on.
the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you? As long as there's a move, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to shove off the.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st
Oh
floor
my
and
god,
made
oh
use
my
of
god,
the
oh
drop.
my god.
Hold on. Did you? As long as there's a move, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to shove.
Then, after locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor.
Nope. All that for it to be wrong.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor...
You're fraud.
Broken doorknob.
Oh, I can just do this.
You can't go through the door on the 4th
strategy.
floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up
Wait.
there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st.
Okay, content.
Oh, I can't do it.
No.
I haven't. Nope. I just do this one.
What was that?
What?
I heard like a blah noise.
Oh, what?
Oh, boy.
Wait.
Something like that.
Yeah. What the heck is
Actually
that?
picks that up.
Oh.
Sorry. I didn't think we picked it up.
What was that though?
It's a weird sound I've been able to do since I was a kid.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like you just fill your cheek up with air, you fill up the area with your top gum,
Hmm.
and then you just open your mouth a little and it makes that blah sound. It's funny because every time I do it, everyone just looks at me like, how the fuck can you do that?
Hold on.
I
Did you
kind of
forget the elevator has a
but I don't
sensor?
open my mouth.
As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't
try
have
it,
moved
Billy.
either.
That must be
I
the
don't
threshold
know.
of that elevator.
Oh, okay.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then,
Why not?
how about
Okay,
this?
guess not.
After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, They moved the elevator from the 4th floor to and made use of the drop.
No.
Hold on. As long as there's a move, the other door won't open, which means the elevator.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Nope.
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Wait, no, not that. No.
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door in the.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up.
Then, how about this?
Oh wait.
After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator,
They moved the and made use of the.
Hold on. As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open, which means the elevator.
That must be the
No,
threshold of that
I'm not
elevator.
90% sure that has to be what it is, though.
When
Even though
the
I've said that
elevator
for
is
the
up, you
past,
can't go
like,
through the door.
It'd be
5
impossible.
times.
Then, after locking they moved the and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator? As long as there's a moving object inside.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Wait, what?
Finally.
Oh my god, it's his Mew moment. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Wire, good night. Oh! Okay, I think I see
If you
this.
arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Is it that? No, okay. That's absolutely what the answer is, though.
If you arrange it as you can cause the drop within the
So you're telling us
Knowing me, probably.
to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest.
Don't be so cold.
He can't catch a break.
What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
I have awoken! Who said that?
This is Kazuichi.
No, one of the pink text things said I had awoken, or something.
Oh.
And we don't know who says that. Who says any of those, so...
It was.
That was probably Kazuichi. Still.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop
It
within the
was
elevator.
probably
So you're telling us all
beta testers.
to think about the arrangement, right?
I don't know.
That arrangement is...
I actually fell for that.
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
Oops.
Crap!
Oh.
And you're dead.
Yep.
Knew it.
Yeah. Oh.
We will never give up!
God, it takes so long for it to reload.
Oh, you see, Louis, maybe you wouldn't have to deal with the reloads if you didn't die.
If you arrange it a
Have you ever
certain way,
considered not dying?
you can cause the drop within the
Suggestion
elevator.
blocking.
So you're telling us all to
Have you
think about
considered
the arrangement, right?
Yeah.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar?
What about the oil on the floor?
Now let's try the hammer.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to
Hammer
what...
time?
Silence! Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
Can we
If you
please
arrange
punch
it
him in
as you
the
can cause the
Please
drop
tell me we get
So
to
you're
punch him.
telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is
Ooh,
suspicious.
Nope.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause
Other
the
one is
drop...
the
So you're
doorbell.
telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Oh my god.
How about we all
Oh
shut
my
up and listen?
Silence! Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
And then I'm going to get.
If you arrange
Then
it
I'm
as
going to
you
get
can
all the way
cause
back
drop-
to
So
it
you're telling
and
to
screw
think
it
about
up.
the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Okay.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement
Actually,
is...
yeah.
The
it
hammer
is.
is suspicious.
Wait, that is weird. Why is?
Isn't it about
Why
time
is
we
it
went
tipped
over the
over?
pillar again?
Okay.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Oh wait.
How about we all shut up and listen to...
Silence! Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it as you can cause the drop...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Nope.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the
The doorknob on the floor...
How about we all shut...
Silence! Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it as you can cause the drop...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems
pass.
suspicious.
I might as well try it.
How about we all shut up?
Silence!
Okay.
Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it
Nah.
about time we went over the pillar again?
Wait.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
I do see what is going on here, but I don't know what this thing is asking.
Fuck, that hurt.
Oh, right.
That arrangement is...
The hammer
wait.
is suspicious.
This is a stretch, but okay.
If you arrange it a certain way, You can cause the drop within the elevator.
Something.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement, the hammer is suspicious.
Nope.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Wait, I've already tried that.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement, the
Please
hammer
reach,
is
please
suspicious.
reach.
Isn't it about time we went over?
What about
We're not
the
going to
oil on
reach.
Time's up.
Yep.
We will never give up!
Here we go again.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Fusion.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
Ah, crap, I forgot about this part.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't.
What if...
What is going on? Wait. Didn't it?
Oh, good, you figured it out.
No.
No,
I just had a thought.
That's never a good sign. What's that? No.
It should be that then, but have I tried that already?
If you arrange it as you can cause the drop...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement, the hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Nope.
Damn it.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the
Wait.
arrangement, right?
Hang on.
That arrangement, the
Let me try
hammer is
looping around
suspicious.
again.
Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the...
The doorknob on the floor.
How about we all shut up?
Silence!
Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Nope. How? What did she say?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Even Hajime's
Yeah,
not
Hajime's
listening to
not.
me. How 100 mega shocking. Alright, what is she referencing?
I would just automatically assume that we know what she's referencing.
Hypothetically.
Crap!
I don't fucking know.
If you arrange it a certain
Here's
way,
the thing, I agree with her though, but I
you can
can't.
cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement
It's
is...
clear like what it is. It's like
The hammer
they
is
used the
suspicious.
wire to hang him and then like cut
Isn't
him
it about
down or
time we went
whatever.
over the pillar again?
What about the
That
oil on the floor?
sounds brutal.
The doorknob on
Yeah,
the
that sounded a
floor
lot more
seems
violent then.
suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki...
Silence!
Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
If you
Wait,
arrange
I
it a
should be
certain
reading
way, you can
that.
cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That
Oh.
arrangement, the hammer is suspicious.
Okay, let's try this.
Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
Nope.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Maybe it's somewhat related. Nope.
Crap!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Are you kidding me?
The doorknob? Really?
What?
Doorknob
the-
have scrape marks on it?
What does the wire have to do with that?
Oh, that's what you meant. Raisins. Yeah.
That
You're about
might
to
have been
find
where
out.
it got scraped by the wire.
When did we establish this?
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
Oh my god. Okay, I see it now. They tied it to
The
the
elevator moved while that
to the
loop
doorknob.
came from the doorknob.
If they did something like
That's
that,
damn good
he would have
news.
been suspended in midair. That's right.
Yes,
He
that was my
suspended in
first thought.
midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
At least I had the right idea.
With that, they moved the elevator
No, you
from the
didn't.
4th floor to the 1st floor.
No, I
with
did. This is
raised
literally
wire
exactly what I was thinking.
and suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like.
Let's move past
You
that.
better not finish that sentence.
Yeah.
Killer
the
took advantage of the
technical term
elevator's
is
unique
hang.
feature. Only the
but-
floor moves.
You know.
By
That's,
doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Yeah.
Too easy. So what if they created a drop?
Oh
There's
god,
no
the
way
sword.
you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended
What a
in midair
bet.
like that,
Tuh.
then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
There is a lot wrong with that logic.
Yeah.
Even
Wait a
if they
minute.
suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall?
I
There's
think
no
I
one
see
in the
where this
tower
is
to push
going.
him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to him. Now's the time if you want to, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
Why couldn't I? Okay.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself.
Yeah.
Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Nope.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why...
Panic.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... Oh god. In that case, I shall use my full power! Roar! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower! I'm not killing my throat again. Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, it will be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
Sonia's about to diss him right now.
No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh,
if
God.
I'm a fucking
God.
pig, you can say so.
There's like a million jokes I could make, but I am not going to make any
No,
of them.
I believe you gave your all.
He becomes supportive as shit. What the fuck?
The one time she's nice to him is the one time he wants is the one time he's feeling masochistic.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
No, you don't say.
Thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too.
Oh wait, hang on. We've done a lot. Just gonna do that in case it crashes. It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of what happened to him was collide with the pillar.
I see.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
I like to imagine she's just been waiting for the pillar to come up.
That's how
For
the
real.
pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
I guess.
Well, the pillar was a bonus.
I mean,
It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop
I
calling me
forget
baby
she calls him
gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
you fools.
Yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't
well, you
understand.
see,
Seriously, it's just one after another. What?
they set the clocks forward and or back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
clearly. That's totally not going to be what happens. It's going to be some other random bullshit.
Yeah. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction.
Yeah. This.
We headed for Great Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
Wait. Hang on, I think I see.
We headed for Great Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm... was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm.
His time of death and the time the body was... One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some... They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
Wait, no, I don't think that's...
We headed for Great Tower. Before 7...
Clock's alarm timer. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
But the alarm inside was set for 7...
Nekomaru died.
His time of death and the... One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the
Well, you
clock
see it,
inside
Connie.
Nekomaru's chest.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No. I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse. Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks. And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no
Which means they tampered
possibility
with all
that
of
the
them.
time was tampered
Yeah.
with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
That's specific.
Yeah.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Oh god, we're doing... Hangman. Nope, never mind, we're going surfing.
Yay.
It's run 4.
I thought it was run 5.
Wait, yeah, I think you're right.
No, I'm wrong.
I forgot to jump. How do I jump? Why?
Why?
Okay.
How do you forget to jump? That's my question.
It's been a while since I've had to do this, I think.
Billy. It's been a week.
Right. Wait. Oh, great. Let's just keep going forward with this.
Oh, dear.
thinking it's B. Ooh.
Yeah.
Clunk. Yes.
Oh, he does move.
Wait, what moves?
The bosses.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird sometimes.
Hmm.
They're usually so stationary.
Yeah. Jump.
Yeah. Wait, shit.
Oh,
What does it just
dang, all the way back here.
Yeah.
Which house had the wrong time? Both houses?
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them?
You mean every last one of them? Okay. Hey.
No.
Okay.
It's all coming together.
Where is it?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks. So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that. This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be
And there it
pleased.
is.
More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right.
Half an hour.
That's the main problem. Need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery.
Or
I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Although knowing me is probably going to be more.
ah, damn it. Oh well.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow
Time
that down?
zones.
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Ah,
It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
nah, I see.
If the time in the build, then we can only rely. The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7 in our time?
Are there any clues that if only I heard the sound when he fell? It would have been
I
a great
missed it.
clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type.
If only we would have heard it too.
There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
If the time in the build, then we can only rely. The time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Got it.
I agree with that. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when
They would have
Nekomaru
pulled the
fell?
same shit.
Wait, what?
Every time there's an earthquake, I just
Oh.
fall back asleep.
Well, a huge
And we
body
just
fell from the
checked
fourth
to
floor
see if
to the
all of them
first,
get
and the
impaled.
pillar fell with it. It's obvious
And
we
when the
hear the
answer is
impacts.
no, I just go plop back on the
We
bed.
heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
Make sure it wasn't your stomach.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, We might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
That rumbling sound was heard at 5:30 a.m. It's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me.
See. Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure out only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... massage time? What is that?
The rumbling. The rumbling.
Killer. His most frequent massage customer? Me?
Damn it!
Rumbling? Nope. The clock then. Nope. Okay, wow.
I see!
But wait, how does that...
The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing
okay.
the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Outrageous. Expect everyone to ditch. Yeah.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
The clock.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Oh god. It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right?
It's me.
Alright. Who do you think?
It was...
It was Byakuya!
Yes.
It was me. I didn't hear shit.
It was you, Hajime. Do you actually know?
Yes. Well, it was, they were talking about how... Yes. They're talking about how it's someone who doesn't have an alibi for the time. And, they're, like, referring to how, like, the other people who came here, there's only one person who doesn't have an alibi for that. Wait, what? Oh, shoot, never mind.
Crap! You were wrong.
It was Nagito.
Oh, wait, yeah. My bad.
Of fucking course it's him. Oh, fucking course it's him. I was joking.
It's you, right, Nagito?
No, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, I don't know what I was thinking.
It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Bathroom?
Please, say something!
Something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is
I
also
thought a
true
lot more
for me.
F-bombs in this.
Yeah.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
So let me do a paranoid save.
But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Luxury room?
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise are Nagito, Sony, and Chiaki. Secret is, what did these three have in common?
Wait,
Huh?
was he in the same room, like, area as Hajime?
Who?
Oh, that's not right.
No.
No, never mind.
Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? I don't know. D. Oh wait, I think I see this. D.
Delhi?
Del.
Wait.
Oh!
The deluxe.
A deluxe room.
Yeah, this hasn't been brought up in a while, to be fair.
Where they soundproof too?
I believe so.
I I'm ashamed to admit I used to pronounce deluxe deluxe.
Don't worry, Billy says certain words weird.
Okay, which one are you referring to this time, specifically?
Oh,
The way you say accept, you say accept.
I'm not sure how to reply to that.
I got it!
Have you never noticed that?
I mean, I just always thought it sounded right.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki.
Well,
You were
congratulations.
staying in
You're
deluxe
wrong.
rooms.
That sounds right.
Accept.
Huh?
Accept versus accept.
Accept.
Yeah? Is that so bad? Is that like...
It's kind of... Billy, have you been hanging out in the hood recently?
What?
See, this is the shit I mean.
It's kind of absolutely wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes it so bad?
I think it's
Dude.
like two.
Sounds wrong.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna prove my point.
Alright.
Hold on.
What?
Billy, how do you pronounce this word?
Oh god. Let me pull up. I'm just gonna open this on my phone. Let's see. Oh, you're deeming.
Oh yeah, I just noticed I didn't see it.
Hypoglycemic.
Access?
Okay. So why is it that you say access on that one, but you say accept despite the first 4 letters being exactly the same?
English!
My god.
No, you're just an idiot.
I mean, I am, but it's also the English language just being weird.
It's
I mean, have you seen that one sign that's like, it's like English isn't that hard to learn, and then it has like different variations of though or something like that?
Oh. Oh man. It's like that one skit with how people pronounce milk. Like milk.
Oh, milk.
Like,
You know, I've never heard that.
Milk.
Yeah, the man wants a glass of milk.
Milk?
Just give him the milk.
The deluxe rooms are.
Continues to arrive on quality grade. Soundproof, yep.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that.
It sounds like an ad.
Nice catch,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
The
Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right?
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about the fact that he just became so rude out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Why does that lead to who the killer is?
It's not even the good kind of rude either.
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
I guess this Nagito is kind of the closest we'll ever have to how Alm was characterizing him at the start.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he just went so batshit crazy I couldn't go through with it anymore.
Yeah. Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. And that scares me. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Alright, now we have to select the killer. Who do you think?
Already?
Yeah. Who do you think?
It was me!
You're right! It's Byaki! Think it could be Chiaki?
Nah, I doubt that.
What about Sonia? Actually, never mind.
That would be Sonia.
What about Kazuichi?
Oh god.
As much as I would love to see Kazuichi be executed, I doubt it's him.
Is it us?
I get the feeling you chose Gundam the first time around for a reason.
So you did catch on?
Yeah, you kind of blew your load early on that one.
Yeah.
There's something I want to ask you.
Okay, in my defense, I actually genuinely did think that was the logic, because I was thinking, like, he was, like, the last person to show up in that situation, right?
Oh, yeah, but...
I thought that's what it was getting at. Let's just move on.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Oh.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
No.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears
come
do
on.
you possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears.
This is like the worst excuse he could have thought of.
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
Even Hajime.
You bastard.
Are you serious?
Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
There are no coincidences.
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
What the heck did this man see?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
But he's completely
I don't think he
shut
has
up.
any.
Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
Hey, Gordon.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption,
I'm sure someone has cut that so it just says base.
I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Alright, gotta let him out for like 2 seconds.
1, 2.
I haven't even rounded up yet.
Do that.
Move this here. Okay.
Jimmy Neutron head ass.
Jimmy Neutron head.
I am glad I got to hear that. Anyways.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Alright.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Oh, wait. The passageway.
Yeah, that's not an option.
What?
I don't know why.
That
Alarms
elevator
timer,
was
radio clock, broken doorknob,
the only
goodnight
means of
button.
travel between the two houses.
What is Fuyuhiko's account? Even though I think it's just the thing about seeing him. Yep.
As long as that
Wall
elevator
clock.
was broken, your assumption collapses.
Wait a minute, Let me read that. No, never mind.
Plus, the elevator was...
What about the contact elevator?
Johnny, I just saw what you sent.
Oh, you did?
Which one?
Don't worry about it.
Is it the Sans Bill?
No, don't worry about it.
Just a little bit of satire. That's it.
A bit of a callback, if you will.
God, I love onions.
broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
Gordon.
Okay.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Unless is there something about the doorknob? Unless... Oh, wait. Let me try this.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Let's try it here. No.
Damn it!
That elevator, the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan? Why don't we stop this already?
Okay, wait. Let me try that last one.
That elevator, the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Nope.
Damn it!
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape
I
House.
tried that.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture? Why don't we stop this already?
Did I already try the first one? I don't think I did.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Okay. That's gonna kill me, isn't it? Yep.
We will never give up!
There we go.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Okay, wait.
As long as that elevator was broken.
Yes.
Your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Straw...
Since I was at there's no question that the...
It would have been different.
Or if there was a...
How much longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator with your assumption...
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that the...
It would have been different.
Or if there was a...
How much longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as
oh
that
my
elevator
god!
broken, your assumption...
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that the...
It would have been different.
Or if there was a...
How much longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
And it was wrong.
That elevator was...
Clock, alarm, timer. Okay, that's...
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
So, well, in an effort to keep myself awake, I've been playing SMT4, right? I think I might have broken the game.
In what way?
Alright, so your protagonist can be leveled up separately from the demons. I think I might have gotten overboard on putting all my money into my magic stat, because looking at Flynn, he has 130 magic. For context, my strongest demon, level 44, which is magic focused, only has 62. I'm level 39. I have triple the magic that my strongest demon has.
Wow. So what you're saying is you're 3 times stronger than you should be.
Yeah, which is really funny because I'm still using the weak attack version of magic skills. Like there's weak, medium, or light, medium, and heavy. I'm using all the light ones, and I'm doing like 400 damage.
So you're still using Zeo instead of Zeodyne.
Yeah, and like the AoE versions.
Oh my god.
And I'm doing like 400 damage, which is insane. There's this one boss I did recently. Like I was able to beat it in like one turn. It was pretty insane.
Anyways, I still hate this
The
mechanic.
only means of travel, but as long as that your assumption.
Plus, the Ella broke in at Grape
The
House.
observing.
Since I was at, there's no question that.
It would have been different if they had. Or if there was a
I am
secret
so glad
passageway.
V3 got rid of
How
this.
much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
No, pretty sure V3 still has it.
No, we've had this conversation before.
The only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's wrong.
Fair enough.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person
You
who
don't
actually
exist.
used that method?
It's Nagito. You can
Obviously.
teleport.
Yeah.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
I guess he just pops out of nowhere because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Is that emergency save?
Jeez.
Nah, I can just
Once
teleport.
again, I let the reserve course show up.
I mean, we kind of can.
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However,
This is one of
what if the
Gundam's
killer
special
was
moves.
unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Ha.
Your name's not Bruce Banner, sir. You're not even a nuclear physicist. How
Even
dare
if
you?
the turbid box doesn't exist,
Oh,
could
I
travel
forgot.
through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Say, what about real deities?
I already proved a secret
Feed us
passage
to one of
exists.
them.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Shame. He doesn't even
Know
throw
the
a name.
limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Kingdom Hearts? Probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the evidence. To the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning!
Oh, you
say
can.
the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to at least pray
Oops.
to the key which dwells in the light!
No.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood...
Allow me to cut through those words! The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems
Got him.
this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
Why are they bringing out the main
elevator
theme
was
for this?
Probably broken by that point.
Because he's doing the
Oh
fucking
my
little
God.
Wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like
Yeah.
we did when we found
Where-
out the elevator was broken. Well,
Good job,
it's
Nagito,
obvious
but
he
where's the
kept
manga?
that. At that time, we didn't know the two
They're
towers
too old for
were
the
the
manga
exact
now.
same place.
This is what growing up is like.
The button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for
You have
Nekomaru's
all the
arrival.
visual aids you need, my friend.
Hold on.
In your
Nekomaru didn't
mind.
go to Strawberry Tower. What would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this,
If this means I won't have to do it, save time.
Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head
Really?
on with the robotic
Huh.
Nekomaru.
I think
So
we
by
both
pressing
know
the
he's going to
Goodnight
get a
button,
lot of details
he
wrong, and
rendered
you're going to have to
Nekomaru
correct it.
powerless without
Probably.
fighting him.
Hold
Or
on!
not?
You, what did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh my God. Oh.
Ah. So he's just fucking
What's
with
wrong
the
with
game to confess.
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
The ultimate breeder, everyone.
It's a bad time that to mention his poor choice in words given his talent.
I can't even be mad. I was thinking the exact same thing.
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious!
And
I'm
like
going
that,
to destroy your
we all share
illusory
the one
assumptions!
12-year-old brain cell.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Man, it's not that hard.
It's not easy to
sneak.
get the drop
Okay.
on Coach Nekomaru.
Now we're arguing
It's
for
even
this.
more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Here we go. Oh, this. We're playing a rhythm game.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Reload.
Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Why does he keep bringing up his favorite Minecraft enemy?
For the Tanaka Empire!
Hey, the Wither is pretty cool, can't lie.
Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver!
Who the heck is David?
I assume he means King David, which is weird, he wasn't a prophet.
Wither! Crushed as David
He had a
prophesied!
prophet by his side,
Back.
but
Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
Prophet Samuel.
This is the end!
hey, look, it's that thing that don't exist.
SOS Open.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back
Is
of
that really
Nekomaru's
that
neck?
far-fetched?
I already said they were trained.
Yeah.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Oh shit.
Him realizing all the times he's screwed up.
Hey, with your friends and their
Basically, all the
exceptionally
times
smart
he's
brains,
shown off.
it must have been
Come back to
possible
fight him in the house.
Yeah.
to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Yeah, that is actually pretty funny, actually.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine!
Yeah,
Then
that's
you
how
must
hell
trample
works.
me underfoot
Yeah.
and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Please stop stepping on my. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going.
There it is.
Yay!
Yay, picture.
You set the lounge clock's alarm. I guess this. Nope.
Oh, who said it, not
Oh.
what was it set to. I don't think you have anything for this one.
I don't think it's there.
Oh yeah. He was in the lounge since early morning. Time to few Hiko see Nekomaru. Nekomaru's weaknesses. That's not what that is. Oh.
The button.
Yeah.
Aha!
What?
His same picture.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's the.
I just saw the thing. Something earlier. It was a fake weapon. Yes, no.
Yes.
Wait, really? Oh. Stuck too.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. It's a weird way to answer that, but Nekomaru wakes up. Does he need to sleep? Not that, it's the other thing. No? Oh, there you go. Last stuck.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Perfect.
Alright.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there.
Yeah.
With the power of hamsters, they were able
The
to
power
press
of
the
hamsters.
button.
The power of hamsters. Oh, fuck.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Done.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid.
Okay.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
He's like, I've had enough of your bullshit.
Yeah.
Just cannot believe you killed Nekomaru. I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me. Do you feel regret?
I think it's fairly
Then
obvious.
finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam.
I mean, they might as well have just met like an hour ago.
Deadly foes.
Fair enough.
Let the voting time begin.
B. I'm surprised I even got that much. For
this
what?
result isn't all that exciting.
B for B.
Ah, yes.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Pull the lever,
You'll be
crunk.
chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever. Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part.
Yeah.
Almost had it.
Yeah.
It was Chioki.
Clearly, yes. All rise. Oh, hey, we have voice acting again.
Alright. Been a while.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The one who killed the robotic... What?
What?
There's
Uh-oh.
only like 2 trials left, isn't there?
Yeah. What?
What?
My computer does this sometimes.
What?
It does it at the worst time. I don't know, it's just like loading something. I don't know what it's loading. But, like, it completely blanks out my screen.
Oh.
You see, the virus I implanted in your computer is finally working.
That's impossible. I've downloaded every porn virus known to man.
It's McAfee. It's McAfee. He's like...
He's back from the grave?
What?
He's back from the grave just to infect my computer? That son of a bitch.
Apparently so.
Damn you, John McAfee! Well, I can't see.
Oh, okay. The one who killed the robotic...
Why do I press this button?
Let's just ignore that. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka!
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Hold on. I needed that. Okay. Yeah, now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with.
Hold on. It's true that the class trial is
No.
finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing.
I hear you,
Also, I just
fella.
want to see him dead.
What's his execution gonna be like?
I missed it, but thank you.
Taken by his
Yes.
own subordinates.
Thank you, new follower.
Thank you,
Good
mysterious. Huh.
Question. Why?
There we go. Okay.
I don't have no right to stop you either, so do whatever the hell you want.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct.
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain!
Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened.
Whoa.
Nekomaru and I
literally had an enemy fight.
Yeah. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation.
Subtle.
Yeah. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even call for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death. Water.
No.
Too late.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death.
Let me tell you.
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned this whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekamaru really did
I kind
that?
of figured it out.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent.
Subtle.
As expected of you, Nekomaru.
Well, I will say, I don't think there's ever been, like, a case where they have someone kill because someone else is planning to kill. I don't think they've done that yet, right?
Really the first case.
Oh, wait, you're right, yeah.
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 Actually, no, yeah, it's literally the first case of the first game. Never mind.
Stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
Yes, I feel great.
And what is your reason?
Are you
Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
No.
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
Well, he's a robot, so...
Yeah. But why did you fight? We're all friends. Why couldn't you stop this?
Wrong word.
Making a lot of assumptions here.
Yeah.
God damn it, I was about to say that.
Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. Oh, God. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh. Actually, yeah, sure. If you want to read it, go on.
Wait, you're telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather happen to us.
I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other.
Huh. You mean that you'd rather die? Cool, can I cannibalize you?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life. That's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Yes.
No, but I have a dog right here. Cannibalism?
Cool, thank you, Cherokee.
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. I was not expecting that to be 2 words.
True.
Actually, yeah. A lot of animals cannibalize each other.
Yeah.
Animals, yeah.
Yeah. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world like
Give it a sec.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But
Yeah, it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle.
Wait, what about that man?
Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so. Don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but... compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was more child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that... Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not even in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just... Wait, what?
10,000, yeah, 10,000 billion would just be 10 trillion.
Yeah. Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It is about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin!
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it! I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is just too much!
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma, please, help Gundam!
Huh? Why would he?
Yeah, hasn't helped anyone else before this.
Yeah.
Sonia?
I beg of you!
How?
Why?
Sonia, an act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death, does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam.
It's mine to serve for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka. I shall stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell.
The long-awaited sequel to Hell.
Yeah.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I am really going to miss voicing this guy.
He's very eccentric.
Yeah.
Especially
It's very rare that I get to do characters like that.
I'm guessing Animal Stampede.
Oh, jeez.
You were quite literally correct. Yeah.
Wait.
And you said it like literally a second beforehand. At least spare the hamsters, please. Okay, good. Wait, what? Oh, making a symbol.
He's drawing his transmutation circle.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Is it actually the...
Is he actually gonna do some shit?
Does he do... Oh my god, he is doing... What? He's doing the human transmutation.
That doesn't work.
Ah.
Of course it doesn't. It's forbidden. He didn't have enough to pay the toll. And he's dead.
Man.
Huh.
This is how JoJo characters die.
No, yeah, literally, this is a... The liar! He ascended to heaven!
Gundam! No.
Did anyone else see what happened to his body? What the
Yeah. No. No! Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do?
Tell everyone.
I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
She said it.
Yeah.
She said it.
Yeah.
I'm just so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this.
Oh.
You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Oh, so
Why
you
am I
admit it.
so weak?
Oh.
It's Sister Downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are
like
right.
no one ever was.
Like, no. Oh, there it is.
Once again, we share a brain cell.
I don't get it.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here.
Again, he ascended to heaven. He didn't even go to hell.
Yeah.
The liar.
I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand chatting? The class trail is over. It's okay for you to hurry back home over to Jabberwock Island.
It's like the end of Deadpool where he's like, "You're still here? Go home."
Yeah, Ferris Bueller.
Oh yeah, the Ferris Bueller. Yeah.
However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Ah.
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Only about 2 more chapters. Seriously, how
Oh, man,
long?
There's a whole other sequel.
Oh yeah.
A sequel that takes place 51 games later. Well, it's in a different timeline, but still.
Yeah.
Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is he going to continue?
Now then.
Didn't they say in the first game it's up until 2 people are left?
Think so.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Jesus, she bounces back up real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right?
Is it just me or does she still have tears?
Yeah, she has tears.
No, she does.
She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then, let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial.
Upbeat. Or
We
you
be dead meat. Like I said, annoying. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming up before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Oh.
Teleporting. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette.
That's a sentence.
Oh, I thought, okay, given the...
You thought it would be voiced, yeah.
Yeah, considering the background and the way the text is.
Yeah.
Alright. Hold on, let me prep myself because I get the feeling there's going to be a maniacal laugh after this.
Oh boy.
You know, from the corner of my eye, not that like.
Wait, what?
Huh?
From the corner of my eye, I thought the hair
Wait, what?
like in front of his face was like his nose.
Oh yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, I see it. Got that Gru nose.
Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. No way the file that had just... Wait, there's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
It's everyone's.
Huh. Guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway. I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. And the next line is... Oh, never mind. No way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all.
Your next line is, in the name of hope. Dang it.
Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
There it is.
Oh, fuck, nice. Oh, fucking A. For the sake of you get the point. I cannot forgive this.
Oh, it's a bomb.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So, what's up? Your face looks scary.
Yeah, so he can tell.
You perhaps found out who the traitor is.
You know me so well.
Well.
It is what I like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet.
I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take place a little... It's gonna take a little more time.
I'll just move past it.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you, like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. There's something I really need to ask you.
I thought you were gonna. I was gonna say FGO, but that works.
Well, they don't have any quartz.
Yeah.
It's about the special prize from the final Dead Rune.
Oh yeah? What about it?
There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding. Amogus. Right? Right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
This file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course!
Oh. That's right! I just reused the stuff from the former headmasters... Wait, that the former headmasters spent a lot of time making.
Thank you, Jin.
But...
if this file even contains information about the traitor... was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy? Yeah, no shit.
Who knows?
I wonder...
Hey.
Who could it be? Couldn't help myself. It's your doing? You slipped false information into the file. Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that.
I don't know if I'd call it small, but...
Well...
yeah, that's not the point.
Right?
Point is, you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up!
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monomi after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
Their existence means nothing, huh?
No!
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, the person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff.
It's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well...
Joke's on you, I'm already dead inside. Maybe you'd say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Yeah, just as I thought. You saw right through me.
You're right.
And no matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope, after all.
What is a religion now?
Apparently. So you.
Yeah.
I must say that that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Wonder who that could be.
Huh?
Reminds you. I don't know who the hell you're talking about. But if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, it must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact you're even involved in something like this.
Well...
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
You don't know?
When you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate.
The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Well, I really wonder who this could be now.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
What are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already here?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting?
Bombs?
Crap baskets.
5 days left.
Five days and 11 minutes. Or 11 hours, rather.
Yeah. 7 students left.
Lucky 7. Holy shit, that means there's only gonna be 5 left at the end.
Yep.
Well, maybe even less, considering.
Alright, that's where we're going to end it.
Yep.
Yep.
And please. There you go. So yeah, welcome. Even though we're ending like right now. So yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, we are heading to the 5th chapter next time.
We're pretty near the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if V3 was anything to go off of, 5 is usually when it gets wild.
Yeah, pretty much. Chapter 5 is usually, well, more or less where like a good chunk of everything gets revealed.
Yeah. But anyways, thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, Anara.
Adios.
Hold on, I wonder if it'll pick it up again.
Kind of.
Damn it, just the one.
Farewell. Oh.
No, that's it.
Alright. Farewell.